All right, we are live. The market just opened. It's 2 minutes into market open, and market's going straight up. This is insane. um, but I'm really hoping to start doing this every day and actually get into the habit and the routine of live streaming it every day. Beneficial not just hopefully to you guys, but also for me as well, because I'm going to be able to watch these streams and go back and see what happened, and if I did well, what I did well, and if I did bad, how, like, what I can improve on for next time. And in general, it's just going to be nice to have a video recording of my trading session to go back and look at what happened. And so I think it's going to be super beneficial. But looks like we had an inversion. So we had an inversion right here. And I guess technically this is valid, right? But is it the best setup I've ever seen? Not necessarily. I'm trying to get. Let's look for SMTs right now. See, so the S&P hasn't reached these data highs yet. So it just barely is reaching them right now. Okay. Let's get the split screen up. Okay. So let's look for SMTs. So this is the 1 minute chart, and this is the 1 minute chart. Is this a higher low? So I guess this was. These are equal. Oh, there's triple equal lows on the S&P. What? That's crazy. Are there equal lows on the NASDAQ too? That's crazy. Triple equal lows. So the S&P does not look good. Like, why are there these triple equal lows down here? It's very interesting. Dang it, I have to log back into my account. It might take me a second. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like insane that the Nasdaq's going up this much and the S&P is barely sweeping this high. Okay, oh, this is interesting. So we're getting some selling pressure here. This actually looks fine. Possibly. If this inverses. Or I just don't know if we're bearish. Like that this just there's just too much of an external gap right here. Like this I wouldn't really want to take that. So I mean, clearly price is bullish right now. We're really just looking for whatever inversion we can get. And we want it to be what's it called? A high quality inversion. We don't want to just take anything. But if this does invert, this might be okay. But I want to see if we can find a draw on liquidity. Yeah, I think we're going to get it. So this is the trade we're going to take if we can get it. I don't know if we'll get it though. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. I don't think that would be that good of a trade. There's just like, this is just, this is a giant gap. So, I don't know, there's not really a world where that's a good trade. So I take that back. That would not be a good trade. Let's pull up the S&P again and check for SMTs. So it'd be interesting if I don't know, the S&P came down, sweep these lows, these triple equal lows, and then if this formed like a giant bullish SMT right here, right? And it looks like the S&P is going for those triple equal lows like we were looking at. And the NASDAQ just doesn't have that. So alright, this just inversed. I'm just not willing to take this trade with this giant external gap. So no, thank you. So now I want to take an inversion back to the upside, honestly. Ideally in the macro. If we can get it in the macro, that would be nice. The S&P could be looking really nice if we sweep these lows. So let's just get back to one chart because this is honestly a lot. So now that this 1 minute inversed, I guess, did this 1 minute inverse? Yeah, this, except this is a giant external gap, so I'm not convinced how much lower we're gonna go. What I want to see is an inversion back to the upside at some point. Ideally during the macro. So now the S&P is coming down towards these equal lows. If we could get a sweep, a giant bearish gap, and then an inversion back to the upside, that would be really nice. And then this is kind of, I think these are equal highs, kind of. Yeah, if we can get an inversion in the macro, that would be great. Let's go back to the NASDAQ. So this gap looks nice. So we'll mark this out. Looks nice. Zoom out. So this is a 5-minute gap. So I wouldn't be surprised if that holds. Now let's go out and see. Okay. So on the higher time frame, we went into this daily fair value gap, right? We filled this daily fair value gap, and now we're pushing back to the upside. So could this daily fair value gap be a support level for another move higher? Maybe. Or maybe it's just a temporary retracement. So we really have to keep our options open. But this is I don't know. This is a 4-hour inverse fair value gap, and this is all. Let me get rid of this. So let me mark the daily fair value gap. Right. So here's this daily fair value gap. You can see that price is currently pushed into it and respecting it. And now we had this hourly gap that's getting inversed. Right here. So this hourly is inversing. And then this is all kind of LR, right? And if you think about it from a weekly profile point of view, this is Monday, Tuesday, low of the week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, possible distribution higher. And this is LR, low resistance liquidity. So yeah, if we go back, oh, it did this inverse. Oh man. Let me go back to the S&P. Yeah, this looks nice. But I don't know, it's not the macro time. I'm not convinced. It doesn't look that great. I'm waiting for the macro. I want to see something convincing. I mean, it's just not convincing me. But you can see that this is playing out like we would have anticipated, where this is inversing and then it's targeting this high. Let's go back to the NASDAQ. Alright, NASDAQ NQ has swept this high, and now... Oh, now we're about to inverse. This looks good. This looks good. This honestly looks really good. And we're in the macro too. Yeah, we just got it. No, you're kidding me. No. We're just gonna target this low.